a priest and a lawyer walk into a bakery. The lawyer looks around shrewdly, grabs 3 freshly baked buns, and quickly slips them into his pockets. He then tells the priest, "That took great skill to steal those buns." "The owner didn't even see me." The priest replies, "That's just simple thievery. I will show you how to do it the honest way and get the same results." The priest then proceeds to call out to the owner of the bakery, "Sir, I want to show you a miracle of the Lord." Curious and slightly skeptical, the owner wipes his hands on his apron and approaches the priest. "A miracle, you say? All right, I'm listening," he replies. The priest asks for a bun, which the owner hands over without hesitation. The priest then steps outside and gives the bun to a homeless man sitting by the door, who accepts it gratefully. Returning inside, the priest asks for another bun, repeating the process, and then does so a 3rd time. Each time, the owner obliges, albeit with growing curiosity. Finally, after the 3rd bun has been given away, the owner, puzzled but patient, asks, "All right, Father, I've seen you give away 3 of my buns. Now, where's the miracle you promised?" The priest replies, "Look in the lawyer's pockets." 1. 2 old friends are sitting on a bench in the park, enjoying the sunshine and the gentle breeze. As they reminisce about their younger days, the conversation naturally shifts to the topic of getting older. "You know," says the first man, leaning back and stretching his legs, "women sure have all the luck when it comes to getting older." His friend raises an eyebrow, curious. "What do you mean by that?" he asks, turning to face him. "Well," says the man with a sigh, "I can't remember the last time I was able to make love to my wife. My health's been going downhill and it just doesn't seem possible anymore. But my wife, on the other hand, she's healthier than ever." "Healthier? How's that even possible?" his buddy wonders aloud, genuinely puzzled. "Well," the man explains, "she hasn't had a headache in years." 2. A man was on his way home from a party when he was pulled over by a police officer. As the officer approached the vehicle, he noticed a large number of knives in the back seat. Looking at the driver, he asked, "Sir, do you have a good reason for needing all those large knives?" Smiling, the driver said, "Why yes, I juggle them." Realizing the officer was giving him a skeptical look, the driver said, "Officer, with your permission, I'd be more than glad to give you a demonstration." Cautiously, the officer stepped back and said, "All right, but you'd better be telling the truth." Soon, the man was on the side of the road, tossing the knives high into the air with ease. 2 old men happened to drive by and both gazed in astonishment. One of the men looked at the other and said, "Sure am glad I gave up drinking. These sobriety tests are getting ridiculous." 3. A guy lands a new job and his boss offers him a deal. "If you marry my daughter, I'll make you a partner, give you an expense account, a Mercedes, and $1 million salary." Curious, the guy asks, "What's wrong with her?" The boss shows him a photo, and she's extremely unattractive. The boss adds, "Not just ugly, she's also as dumb as a rock." The guy replies, "No thanks, no matter what you offer." The boss ups the ante. "How about a $5 million salary and a mansion on Long Island?" The guy thinks it over and decides to accept, figuring he can always put a bag over her head when he sleeps with her a year later. He's hanging an original Van Gogh painting that he bought with his newly acquired wealth. Climbing a ladder, he calls to his wife, "Bring me a hammer." She mutters, get the hammer," and fetches a hammer. Next, he says, "Get me some nails," She mumbles, "Get the nails, get the nails," and brings him some nails. After realizing the nail won't hold the painting, he calls out, "I think I'll need a screw." His wife mutters, "Get the bag, get the bag." The wise old Mother Superior from County Tipperary was dying. The nuns gathered around her bed, trying to make her comfortable. They gave her some warm milk to drink, but she refused it. One of the nuns took the glass back to the kitchen, remembering a bottle of Irish whiskey received as a gift the previous Christmas. She opened it and poured a generous amount into the warm milk. Back at Mother Superior's bed, she held the glass to her lips. Mother Superior drank a little, then a little more. Before they knew it, she had drunk the whole glass down to the last drop. "Mother," the nuns pleaded, "please give us some wisdom before you die." She raised herself up in bed with a pious look on her face and said, "Don't sell that cow." 6. A soldier shows up for military training but realizes he forgot to bring his gun. The sergeant hands him a stick and gestures to the training field. "You'll have to use this, soldier. If you need to shoot someone, just aim your stick at them and shout, 'Bangety bang bang.' If someone gets too close to you, poke them in the gut with it as though it was a bayonet and shout, 'Stabbity stab stab. Now get moving.'" The soldier thinks this is pretty ridiculous, but to his surprise, when he aims his stick at a fellow trainee across the field and shouts, "Bangety bang bang," the other soldier goes down in a theatrical display. Then another trainee tries to run past him, so he pokes the guy in the ribs and shouts, "Stabbity stab stab." And he too goes down, pretending to be dead. So the soldier starts running through the mock battlefield, shouting "Bangety bang bang" and occasionally "Stabbity stab stab," until eventually he realizes he's the last man standing. He's feeling pretty proud of himself until another soldier rounds a corner and starts walking toward him. Slowly, stiffly, menacingly. The soldier takes aim with his stick and shouts, "Bangety bang bang!" But the other soldier doesn't go down this time. He keeps approaching, arms stiff at his sides, boots stomping aggressively into the ground. The soldier begins to sweat. He clears his throat, adjusts grip on his stick and hollers, "Bangety bang bang!" But nothing happens. The other soldier keeps marching toward him. Now the soldier panics. He pretends to reload his stick and desperately cries out, "Bangety bang bang! Bangety bang bang! Stabbity stab stab!" But to his dismay, nothing works. Finally, the other soldier reaches him, kicks him in the shin and knocks him onto the ground. He stands over the fallen soldier and says, "Tankety tank tank."